All right, we back, y'all.
We live.
What they used to say, we live, baby. Yeah.
Hmm.
We were going over the who was our picks for the presidential election. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. If we gonna keep talking about the same thing when it comes to the financial status or our economic system of this country being trash, can we do without a president for like 4 years? Can we do that? Can we take a break? You know how sometimes I don't want to keep getting to another relationship again and again. Can I take a break and just be single for a little
Uh,
while?
how would that look like for America? That would be crazy.
It
It'd be
would be
crazy.
crazy.
You have to have a head. It's just
Yeah.
that would be worse. But I mean, I feel whoever comes, whichever way it goes, what's needed is pretty clear. And then like they always say, it's the electoral college that will get a chance to decide. So I always understand that.
Facts.
But there does come a time to where people do have a chance to affect it. It's up to the people. I mean, we see that in Dalton right now, right near where I'm at. The people chose that mayor. They're going through hell and high water. They've been the most viral thing talked about for weeks. And people got to take accountability. So whatever you want, you got to fight for. And if you don't win, that's one thing. But if you don't win because you didn't fight for it, that's a whole nother thing. Me personally, I think
But
it's
they say
game
you
time.
miss all of the shots that you don't take. Yeah.
Man, I think it's game time for whatever they're gonna do. We know the nominees. Now, if you can get Cornel West to get that type of pull, unfortunately, I think how many, even if we got all black people in America, what is it, 14% of us?
Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly. Let's be nice. Let's say 30%.
Mhm.
It'll take another type of army. I think that is possible, but oh man, you have to get the one, you got to get the cards lined up. That's a 10-year strategy. That's a 10-year strategy. But I mean,
Like I say, I don't think he'll win, but that's just my dark horse of if I wanted to throw somebody out there besides Trump and besides old man Android ass Biden,
Mhm.
um,
I would
we,
throw in somebody like a Carnell West.
and he'll be in there using them big words during them press conferences. I can see him. I can see him now.
Hey,
First, that afro.
he a keynote speaker at all the universities. Stop playing with that man.
Hey, and I enjoy him too. I love him. I think that one thing I've always enjoyed about him is his ability to articulate. Um, and some people would call it verbal masturbation. They do really say that, but there is an art form to the language. There's an art form to communicating yourself when you're dealing with a large group of people, when you're trying to teach them.
Yes.
And he is indeed one of the masters of teaching. He's a professional for a reason. So the hell, a lot
It's
of
my
people want
boy.
Elon Musk. A lot of people want Elon Musk to run. Now,
No,
mind you, Elon Musk is
let
hated.
him continue to focus on as many rocket ships as he can build.
He said, "Get us out of here." Yeah, because when he bought Twitter, he disrupted that whole system.
Right.
So
His name ain't Elon, it's Big Elon.
it's big
Right. Put some
Elon.
respect on that man's name.
Man, he gonna end up he going to Mars first because he trying to be the president of Mars. I don't blame him. And they say when you look at his mother, man,
I don't believe that he'll be able to conquer Mars. I believe that, and if we gonna dive deep into this. This is the Pharaohs podcast, so we gonna go and swim it. If we want to go
with it.
down to the rabbit hole, we will. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm gonna tell you some shit.
he
I'm gonna
said that.
He
I'ma
ready.
say some shit, okay? And I believe that Mars is being occupied by melanated beings. So I don't believe he'll be able to rule or try to be a president or a figurehead of Mars. Maybe to America it might seem like that, but I don't believe that he'll be able to do that himself. He
What's
gonna
your
need he gonna have to need the support of all the other elite weirdos.
I don't even know what's going on with Mars, man. I don't be watching the news like that. I'm in the blue.
I mean I don't watch the news either, so they be crying too much on there.
I mean, in order to find out that, you got to really kind of just go. That's one of those topics you got to look up because, it's you got what they tell you, then you got what you know. Now, again, with Elon, he provided a different transparency, but again, he was still contracted with NASA. So there's still business. There's palms being greased. There's things said that never really be said. I mean, I agree with Solomon in a way. There is a lot of evidence over the years, through military evidence, through scientific discoveries, that there is some kind of occupancy going on. And even when you look at the way technology is going now, they always used to say, "Oh, well, we went to the moon. Why haven't we been back?" And then, like, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said, the reason we haven't been back is because we got everything that we need from there, which I can kind of see, but I have a problem sometimes with that theory because one thing we're known is being competitive. The reason that the moon launch and all that was even going on is because we were being competitive. It's still kind of hard for me to see it. And I would believe more if Elon Musk made it that far out than if NASA did. Because there's a new level of transparency than back then. Back then, there was a race going on. So, I mean, you never really know. I'm one of them people who, do I believe it happened? I'm about 50-50. There's enough evidence to say that it didn't. There's enough evidence to say that it did. But we're talking about America. So you never know.
What's your thoughts on that, Israel?
I was up here finna say, how long does it take to get to the moon? One and two, even America loves to screw stuff up. So why, oh, we got everything we wanted or we needed from there, but America likes to establish their presence. And then at one point, what was it, Trump talking about? He wanted us to have a presence in space and to have the U.S.
Oh
Air
yeah.
Force or something like that.
The space, what did he call it? Our Space Force.
Yeah.
I think that's what he called it. It's not the Air Force, it's the Space Force.
United States Space Force or something like that. So it's supposed to be the sixth branch. I'm like, hey, I would apply to that, go to space and
yeah, probably, yeah. I couldn't blame you on that. That's some Star Trek. I mean, and it's understandable. I mean, nowadays, because of everything that's come out through the government, debating these topics are not so taboo. It's not as conspiracy theory now because it's just there. You either just accept it or not. They've revealed their projects. They've revealed everything they've come in contact with at this point. If you don't see it, then you just don't want to see it. And that's understandable. But I can understand Trump saying that. And even in like more the spiritual realm or the realm of where we come from, we always understood, like many other cultures of Black melanated people did, that there's usually a cycle. Like there's some kind of cycle. And in the cycle, there's always disruptions within the earth. There's always a lot going on. But what's so interesting now is that these scientists are starting to align with what they call our mystical stories or our mysteries, right? They aligned all these things with that. But now they're starting to see it. They may be actually telling the truth. So what they did was they did what any other culture would do, is rename it. And they're calling it the Great Planet X. And this, that, and the third, and how the planet is changing because we're pulled. But I mean, these are old stories you can find in old civilizations, from ancient Kemet all the way to the Sumerians. I mean, to the ancient Indians, all of them talked about that. So it seems like to me, science is now catching up. And as science catch up, the military wants to catch up. So I'm not surprised he made that statement. The level of clearance he gained basically overnight. Think about the level of knowledge you get, right? You become one of the most powerful people in the world. You can blow up the world if you want. If the chain of command lets you. Because it's a chain of command. That call, I believe that call could be stopped if it had to be. You know, but I don't know. Solomon said, deep down the rabbit hole, I'll take you deeper than the rabbit hole. I'll take you to the center of the earth and show you it's hot. I mean, I don't know. I think nowadays there's so much going on.
I can always debunk that though. Because we can talk about the sun being in the center of the earth, but I can also show you where there's an ocean within the ocean or a lake within the ocean. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not. You know, I agree. No, I agree. I'm saying that it's hot like that. Like it's actually warm down there. You can live down. There's many. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These white folks didn't all. I mean, hey, it just is what it is now. Might as well tell people the truth. Now, if they choose to listen, is not another thing. And I don't think they worry about that because a lot of people are distracted. You know, Antarctica is a place that nobody can really go. Nobody can do this, that, and the third. These are things that now they're telling you why, but then do you care? I don't care. If it is, well, if it is the center of the earth, they got TikTok. Can I get Wi-Fi? That's the mentality now. So how you gonna fight that? You could release anything now. Who's gonna care?
Like, can I get service down there? That's a real
bro, they got service down there.
They got plumbing, or is it like the jungle? Because if it's like the jungle, I've been living in the city too long. You feel me? Like, and that's where our minds are. Psychologically, we are there now. You know, we are there. So it's crazy.
I mean, well, Israel, this your fault now because we was talking about the election and you talking about Elon Musk. So, you know, we got to talk about his alien brain ass. You pushed the conversation this way.
I guess I did. I forgot bringing him in, but yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. Some of his inventions is great though. Like some of his cars, his Tesla cars, some of his trucks, for his automated trucks and all his self-driving stuff that he got going on. Is pushing the industry forward and its own technology. Hopefully we can get stuff off the ground instead of just planes. Maybe we can get some more of the cars. Let's push some more of this technology.
Yeah, I like some of his newer cars. I don't like all of them, but some of them Teslas, I like the style of it, but some of them I don't. Like some I was like, no. I don't know which exact model it is, but I think it's the big body one I like that look like I don't know what to say it look like, but I don't know, it got a nice form and not the one that's a bubble or something, but it might be the Model S or something. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Hold on, I'm finna look right now while you talking. Go ahead,
but
keep talking.
it's like with Elon having people like him in the world where it's like, oh, you got somebody that's modern day, that's creating new stuff, that's an inventor that people actually hop on to where they like, yo, I like this. I'm gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool to have like a modern day inventor where he's out in the public and showing his smartness, but not in a bad way, his genius or whatnot. But yeah, I like some of his inventions. But it's like you got the con to the electric cars where they trying to push the narrative, everybody go electric, so then they can have a kill switch.
Yeah.
In your car.
Is we talking about these? Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up right now. I'm also testing this out.
Share the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, share the screen.
So is this what we talking about right here? We talking about people?
Yeah, I don't. Let me see the model Tesla. It might be that blue one right there. The second.
This blue one right here?
Yeah, I think that's the one I like. I don't like that other one where it's like that armor truck look. But the blue one, I think that's the one that I like out of his. Yeah, Model S. I
Yes.
like that one. But the other models, I'm not too much of a fan of. This Model S, it looks like a sports car. So I'm like, yo, I
Okay.
like it.
All right. That's
The
enough of that.
other
We
ones,
ain't getting
they
him no
too
free
futuristic.
publicity. He ain't paying. He ain't sponsor us.
Right.
Hey, he might, because I was finna go in on this business because I was gonna say I like his cars too, but they tanking right now. Hertz is getting ready to have a hard situation with them. Hertz got too many S models. They currently trying to run them out to as many Uber drivers as they possibly can. Tesla is in a little trouble right now, but Elon he's so rich he probably don't give two shits.
But I'm like, yo, I would if they rent me out one, if I could figure out how to get one to rent, I would. But I don't know. When I was renting through Lyft, I ain't strike out to get one. Now I would
No,
do
you
it if
gotta
I
do
could rent it.
Uber. Uber got the big contract with Hertz. So
Okay.
yeah, Uber, you can sponsor us too. Cut that check. But yeah, Uber got that big. They got the big contract with Hertz right now, and they got too many S model Teslas that's just sitting, man, because it's too expensive for most people. That's just the thing. And I don't think Elon ever made these cars to be affordable. He made these cars because they're cool. So that's a certain market. There's a market for that, and they make a certain amount of money a year.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, when I looked at it, some of them are affordable. I was like 30K or something, a basic 30, 40, maybe 30, 50 jump or something like that. But the basic ones, but then it's like, you don't want to be basic. You want to have the extra features. So
Yeah.
then that's a different story.
Yeah. Yeah. The basic
So,
ones to me,
said the basis on what?
they boring to me. They feel like you just like in an open room.
So you don't like these? You don't like these Tesla trucks?
Oh, you finna bring up the
No, that's too futuristic. That's Kanye futuristic for me. But
What's
if
wrong
they
with
don't come,
Kanye? Oh no,
I
we ain't
mean,
finna
he
do
cool
it.
and all, but he be on his weird stuff. Like I wouldn't buy Kanye most of the stuff he be wearing these days. Like if that truck isn't armored, I don't want it because now you just giving me shiny stuff
Look at the
and it's not
inside of this
armored.
motherfucker. You see the inside of this?
They don't even look comfortable. It look like it got the hard
That's what I'm
seats
saying.
of Frontier.
His cars do not look comfortable. They don't look like they're made for like that
Comfort.
comfortable.
Yeah, it's meant to go to war with. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Now they got to tell me that thing is armored. Like if it ain't armored, I don't want it. That's
I
not
mean,
an armored truck.
all of them are armored. All of them are supposed to be bulletproof.
I'm gonna have to test the theory.
Yeah, he has a video. Man, when I have my computer next time, I can have some stuff like this up. He got a video where he testing it out, with sledgehammers and they shot bullets through it, tried to penetrate it.
See, if I was to get that truck, that would be the first thing I do. As soon as I buy it, put six shots in it. All right, it's good.
If I was a futuristic mob boss, yeah, I would have one too. But other than that,
And then the semis too. Y'all seen the semis?
Now the semis to me make a lot of sense. They make a lot of sense, but electricity is hard to maintain when you try to talk about long distances, and you can't really beat fossil fuels right now. Right. I don't think we could survive off of just solar and all that. I don't think we can do it. I just don't. But I do like the trucks. I think his trucks is smart. I mean, like I said, Elon do stuff for the fun of it. When you get that rich, you just having fun. Like the Boring Company. Why not?
See, we up to date with everything.
Man,
And like we just went so many topics so fast. I was trying to make sure I wrote down all our topics. But I stopped at the election. But what we went from that to Big Elon. That's gonna be the name of this episode, Big Elon.
Big Elon. Good.
Big Elon Musk and his inventions. We talked about we mentioned some of the center of the earth a little bit, not too much though. We didn't kind of we didn't kind of got a little bit in, a little bit in. It was just the first episode.
Yeah, then we can test it and see how everything came out. And I like it though. I'm gonna have my computer and everything better set ready. But
well, okay, family. So I hope everybody who is listening enjoyed the first episode of the Pharaohs Podcast. You guys can find me or on Facebook or by my name, Cornelius Walker, Solomon Walker. You can find me on Instagram at CJ Walker 103. Yeah, like I say, I'm an author, publisher, a Kanye fan.
bet you ain't gonna wear them shoes though.
Nah, I ain't wearing them big ass shoes. Them shits look like, I don't know. They look weird. They look weird. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, but if he come out with another Love Lockdown, I'm with you because that now he come out with some crazy stuff that go crazy. Yeah.
Um,
Well, I guess since you did your outro, I'll do mine. I'm Luke. You can find me. I'm in Chicago right now, so you can find me in Chicago. I'm working right now, but I'm on Facebook under my name, Kyrie, last name Lee. I'm open, so it's an open page. You can come hit me up. Again, my credentials right now, basically just working, but also working the charity up here, the Love Lifting Me Foundation.
facts, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Plug
find
that.
Yeah, you can find us, you know what I'm saying? Look us up on Facebook. You can find us right now. We have a few projects coming up that I'm going to love to share with everybody. So, but that's the Love Lift Me Foundation, located in Chicago, Illinois. Central location at 625 West 103rd Street. So that's my outro. Turn it over to Israel.
You muted Israel.
There we go. What's good? Y'all can find me on my website, JonathanJohnson621.com, where I got all of my books there, all of my social media. And y'all can hit me up. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Give us suggestions of topics of what to think and what to talk about next time. Till we meet again.
Till we meet again, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace up.